We're going to rotate mid. Set's right here. Loki's able to get the pick onto Set. We get an assist. Cthulhu is in his ultimate form. We're just going to pressure him. We use our 2, then we use our 1. We're just going to use some basics. And we're able to get the final hit. We get a double. Very nice. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Mulan solo. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, this is one of the few games where I think every death that I had was completely 100% my fault and 100% preventable. Usually in most games, there's some factors that you can't really help, like when the jungler rotates on you. Without a little bit of vision, there's not a lot you can do, but this game, there's a lot I could have done, just played a little poorly on the defensive side. So let's go ahead and review Mulan's abilities. Let's start with Mulan's passive. So each one of Mulan's abilities, her 1, 2, and 3, are going to have different skill levels. Mulan's passive, Mulan utilizes the sword, spear, and bow. Her expertise in each weapon provides different bonuses, and then Mulan also gains a buff every 10 seconds that reduces the cooldown of her next non-ultimate ability use by 2 seconds. So if you use your 1, use your 2, then your 3, since you used your 1 first, it's going to take 2 seconds off of it. In order to level up your sword, you need 600 damage, 2,400 damage, and then 6,000 damage. For the bow, it's 300, 700, and 1,500. And then for the spear, it is 600, 2,400, and 6,000 damage to level it up. The skill gained from dealing damage to minions is only 20%, so you're getting much more value out of damaging an enemy god with your abilities. So Mulan's 1, it is a cone attack. She's going to swipe in front of her twice. The skilled level, which is the lowest of the 3 levels, Mulan is going to gain attack speed after using this ability. On the adept level, or the second evolution of her 1, Mulan strikes a 3rd time in a large cone in front of her. And then her final level, the mastered level, Mulan is going to gain 10% attack speed. So right here, I was just way too aggressive on the Totem of Kill. I thought I could hang out in the Totem of Kill a little bit longer, and then Mulan transformed and just absolutely wrecked me. So 100% my fault. We're going to buy the tier 2 boots, teleport over to the right lane. With Mulan's 2, she's going to throw her spear forward, and it's going to heal her based on the damage done. On the skilled level, Mulan heals up to 3 enemies hit. At the adept level, Mulan strikes a 2nd time further in front of her, dealing bonus damage if she hits the same enemy. These attacks are also going to slow the enemy, and then mastered Mulan gains 5% power. Mulan's 3, oh, we might be able to get a pick here. We have some good damage on this Kukulkan. We're kind of pressuring him off of the wave. Looks like we're going to be able to clean this wave up, no problem. Mulan's 3, she's going to shoot her arrow forward. If it connects with an enemy god, you are going to pull the enemy god towards you, and then you're also going to move forward yourself. So you're going to meet in the middle of wherever you two start. At the adept level, or the skilled level, Mulan gains a protection buff after hitting an enemy god. At the adept level, Mulan is able to dash to walls. And then at the mastered level, Mulan is going to gain 5% movement speed. I'm going for Jungle Book. Mulan's ultimate, she's going to dash forward. If she hits any enemies, she's going to root them. Then she's going to switch over to her spear and knock up enemies in a line attack. And then she's going to switch to her bow and shoot an arrow forward in a line attack. While she is standing still, shooting all these abilities off, she's going to gain 30% increased protection. So now that we've reviewed Mulan, let's kind of stick to the gameplay and talk about the build. So we went into Warrior's Blessing, and then we're going to be going into Warrior Tabi. We want to get the power from the boots online, so that way our abilities do some damage. Mulan does have an attack chain of single hit, multi-hit, so it kind of would make sense to go attack speed. Unfortunately, we miss our 1 onto this colon.
Be right back.
We do have our ultimate. We're kind of waiting for the mana.
Nothing. I can't handle.
We do not have the mana, so I don't know. We're kind of playing. If he dodges us, we should be able to get him right here. But it looks like he's going to play it safe.
That's too bad.
We have our ultimate and an ability. We're going to go ahead and ult him. Knock him up. Shoot him with the arrow. Hit him with the 1. Hit him with the basic. And we're able to get the pick with under 30 health remaining. We're going to go ahead and clean up this wave. And then we probably need it back. We don't need to be too greedy right here. So we're going to pick up our warrior Tabi, and then we're going to be going into the Stone of Gaia. Not exactly sure if this is the best option as a second item after boots, but let's talk about the logic behind it. So the Stone of Gaia is going to give you 400 health, it's going to give you 25 HP 5, and it's going to give you 15 MP 5. It has 2 passives. The first passive is if you are knocked up, pushed back, or a couple other forms of CC, you're going to regain 15% of your health over the next 5 seconds. And then it has a second passive of you regenerate 0.5% of your health every second. So Cuchulainn has a knockup in his ultimate. Because he has a knockup, I thought Stone of Gaia just works really well with that. We don't need protections, we're going to get some HP 5 and some heals online. So Cuchulainn's going to deal some damage to me, but in theory, I should be able to disengage from fighting and then heal out of combat more than he can. That's all in theory. We're going to see how practical it is. We get our 2 onto him, and then we get the minions to group using our 1 on them. We're going to go ahead and ult. We miss our knockup, unfortunately. But we got him very weak. We should be able to pressure lane. Totemaku did just spawn. We're kind of waiting to see if he steps out of the tower. We do have our 3 up. We miss our 3, so basic, the clear, or the AoE basic. Loki is rotating right. We're going to see if he's going to do anything. Does not look like it. He's going to miss his ultimate. And he's able to get the kill. So that is a nice relief of pressure. That allows me to actually get a level on this Cuchulainn, even though he got an early pick on me. That early pick really could have put me behind. You're just short of enough gold for Stone of Gaia, so we're going to hang out and try to get one more wave. We do have teleport, so that's why we were checking. We want to back by our Stone of Gaia and then teleport back to lane. Right here I try to group up the minions. It is a very poor attempt. So we're just going to use our basics, kind of hold on to our abilities. Use the clear on the group of 3 minions instead of the 2 up front. Our blue is about to respawn, so we're going to start heading that way. If you take a look at Mulan's passive, you can see that the sword is about to level up, the spear is about halfway, and then the bow and arrow is about to level up as well. So looking at her little passive meter, that's how you can tell if you are skilled, adept, or a master, expert, whatever the final level is. We're going to have to ult to get out of this colon right here. He is very tanky, so he's probably going to push me. I should back right now. Hard back. He's charging. Maybe I didn't have enough time. We're able to dodge his pull sets here. We miss our 1. That is a huge, unfortunate turn of events. And Set is able to get us. A little unfortunate. I think we overstayed. I think there was an opportunity for us to back right there. And we tried to fight the Cuchulainn under tower instead of taking the back. So they are probably going to be taking my blue buff while I am down. Let's see if Loki can do anything.
They were
He
warned.
did something, yay! We're gonna go ahead and teleport to our tier 2 tower, so that way we can check the blue buff on the way to lane.
Your left tower is under attack.
We do not have a blue buff. We're gonna clear this wave, and then we're gonna go check his blue buff, see if we can take it. I think he took our camp and then backed, assuming that he could take his camp on his return.
Rushing onward. I have you now.
He's here. Looks like he already dropped his blue buff. We've got this kid calling pretty weak. This is not the best fight for us because we're losing a lot of health for the amount of damage we're actually doing to him. We miss R2. That is a huge L. We miss our sash. We miss our 1. Oh my goodness, how much stuff are we gonna miss here? We totally should have had him there. We missed one too many things. Now we're being super aggressive and greedy. There's a whole lane that we're missing in mid.
Enemy missing middle.
Heim had his ward on us. His little icon appeared above my head.
Attack left lane.
We're gonna go ahead and rotate back, try to proxy this wave.
Enemy ultimate down.
This will allow us to move into the jungle and start trying to take some camps. We're gonna back, and then we get greedy.
Enemy missing
An enemy
middle.
has been slain.
I think we should have backed there, or we should have rotated into the jungle, or rotated mid. Whatever we are doing right now, this is definitely a misplay.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Proxying 2 waves without rotating out is kind of pointless,
Careful, right.
and it's put me in a really bad position.
Strike.
Sharp as an icicle. Balance and
We're gonna
precision.
ult out, hit the double knockup, hit the double line attack. We are in trouble right here. We're gonna pop a health potion. We're gonna use our 1, get some damage. We're gonna start peeling away. Our team is rotating in. Colin is able to get us in his ultimate form. So, that third death, completely preventable. I proxied that second wave. I should have proxied the first wave, and then I started to recall. I should have either fully recalled or moved into the jungle and tried to strip some camps away.
That was your best.
Going for the double proxy without rotating was a misplay. But that's okay. We are making a few mistakes. Very easy to correct these in the future. I'm learning a thing or two, and hopefully you're learning a thing or two. After going into the Stone of Gaia, we are going to be going into Gladiator Shields. The brand new Gladiator Shield. So the Gladiator Shield is going to give us some physical protections. It's going to give us 10% cooldown. And whenever we damage an enemy that is below 50% health, they're going to take an additional 15 damage plus 2 per level. So at level 20, this is 55 additional damage. Does not sound like much, but we really want it for the 10% cooldown, the physical defense, and it will help our damage output just a little bit. So we're going to check his blue buff. It looks like it's here. We lost our blue, so we're making a beyond reasonable effort to steal his blue as often as we can. I remember losing my blue affected me way too much this game. I got very upset and was like, alright, I'm stealing his blue every single time. We miss our 3. Colin gets us on the dash. He uses his ultimate. We're just going to disengage right here.
Sharp as an icicle.
Use our 2 onto the minion wave. So right now, looking at our passive, our 2 is the least leveled up of our 3 abilities. As Mulan, you want to make sure that you're kind of leveling up your abilities equally. You definitely want to have all of them leveled up. They were able to get our blue. We're going to go ahead and ult. Loki, please. Something.
Your right tower.
We need
Loki
help.
ulted but was not able to finish anything. Set's still kind of on us. We're going to rotate mid. Set's right here. Loki's able to get the pick onto Set. We get an assist. Cthulhu is in his ultimate form. We're just going to pressure him. We use our 2, then we use our 1. We're just going to use some basics. And we're able to get the final hit.
I have you now.
Double kill.
We get a double. Very nice. So now right lane is open. We have 4 people in mid. We should totally siege this tower. Whenever you have a large grouping of your team, it's kind of good to push structures because there's no guarantee that you'll be able to do it by yourself or that you'll be able to push a structure in the future. That mid tower was just pretty open. We're going to go ahead and finish off our Glad shield and then teleport right. Should be able to clean up these archers, hit this next wave, maybe hit their blue buff.
Like carving through snow. Rushing onwards.
We get the 3 onto the Kukulkan. He's pretty tanky right now. We're not doing a whole lot of damage to him. Sets here, we're going to go ahead and ult away. We get the knockup and the arrow shot off. We're going to go ahead and pop our shell. We use our 1 to get some damage. We use the 2 that applies the slow and it heals us a little bit. We're going to go ahead and use our 3 to teleport off the wall, get a little bit of distance. They're still pushing. I'm actually okay with this fight. I'm looking to fight this set. We're not doing a whole lot of damage to this Kukulkan, but we are doing some decent damage to the set. We get the full. We're going to use our 1. We have them both very weak. We're pretty weak ourselves. We do not want to fight into this thorn, so we're going to disengage. We have our healing ability in just a second. If we can guarantee hit this, we miss it. So now we're in a very bad spot. We miss our 1 time to get out. We totally could have had the pick on through set right there if we did not miss our abilities. We get him with the 2. We get him with the 1. Oh, and he dodges the 3. Good for him. Totem is up. Their blue buff is up. Our blue buff is up. We have 2 people rotating onto the Kukulkan. The horse is able to clean it up. So I think it was at this point in the game I realized, like, oh, my teammates are good. They're making rotations together. We're going to go ahead and siege this right tower. Set is nearby, but I don't think he's going to dive into 3 people. Our blue buff is up, so we're going to start rotating back that way. We have 2 levels on this Kukulkan. So in terms of the build, if you're going against a magical character in solo lane, I would say go Warrior's Blessing, go straight into Runic Shield, and then go into Warrior Tabi. Then pick up your Stone of Gaia, some physical defense, and then kind of round out the build. If you're going against a physical character that does not have a knockup, there are a couple of options. I think Breastplate of Valor, the Void Shield are both really good physical defense items on Mulan. Gladiator Shield, I was kind of testing it out this game, to be 100% honest. I think if I would have gone Boot, Gladiator Shield, then Stone of Gaia, I might have been able to stay alive a little bit earlier, but the deaths I had this game were not necessarily because of my character or because of my item. It was just really poor positioning by me. Our team is rotating towards the gold Fury. We should be able to drop this. We have all 5 here. And then we have a Horus. Oh, thinking of a feature play. We're going to go ahead and teleport to the right lane, clean up the tower. So we picked up Runic Shield as our 5th item, 4th item after boots. So Runic Shield is going to give us a little bit of physical power, it's going to give us some magical protection, and it's going to reduce the magical power of the enemy. For a magical defense item on Mulan, I think there are a couple of options. I think Runic Shield, especially if you're going against a magic character early on. We have 2 people pushing us right here. We're going to use our 1. We're going to go ahead and ult out. We knock up. We stand still for Toph to ult us. And we get body blocked. They're able to get us. Once again, going for their blue buff when I probably shouldn't. We force a fight. And we go down. So Runic's Shield is a very strong early game magical counter. However, as a 4th or 5th item, probably does not have the same level of value. For my magical defense items, I think that Shogun's Kasari Genji's Guard, Bulwark of Hope, or Pestilence are all kind of good options. Runic Shield is. I'm not a huge fan of the Onsile? It's on the same tree as Runic Shield. Forgive me for not pronouncing that correctly. I think any of those magical items are good. I think Runic Shield is still effective. It's just not as effective as if you were to pick it up early game. So we have physical defense online, we have our magical defense online, and we've got some HP 5 online. We're going to go ahead and drop our blue buff. We have 2 fighting 3 in the right lane. It looks like it's about to be 3 fighting 3. Toth is able to get a pick. We're going to rotate over. We're going to see if we can save this horse. Loki's able to get the pick onto the Colin. We get our 2 and then our 1 off onto this Toth. The Toth is out of mana, so we're going to try to stick to him as much as possible. We get the 3 off onto him. 4 people here. We're going to go ahead and ult. Unfortunately, our knockup did not connect on the Toth. We're going to keep using our abilities. Try to peel. It looks like Toth is able to get out. That was a very poor 3. So that's going to go into tower. We get our 2 off on him. We miss our 3. Cthulhu is here. It's a 2v1. We're going to use our 1. Get the increased attack speed. Set's running away. He is our primary target. I don't think we can do a whole lot of damage to this Cthulhu. But the Set, we can. We get the 2 off onto Cthulhu. We get our 1 off to kind of eat his damage. We're going to use our 3 to get towards the wall. Now we have people rotating in on us. We have to be very careful. 3 people on us. We're able to avoid the topple, which is pretty huge. We use our 1. We are able to use our 3 to escape. Use our 2 to heal back up. Now we're rotating toward 13. We pop a shell. We pop a health potion. We're still in the fight. We're going to peel back just a little bit more. We use our 3 to get to the wall a little bit quicker.
They were warned.
We're going to go ahead and drop the Harpy camp, and it looks like our team was able to push back the enemy team, and now they're pushing up the map.
Attack! Fire giant! Ultimate is ready!
Oleron makes the call to go for fire. We get our 3 off onto Cthulhu. We get our 2 and 1 off onto him. Once we've dropped all of our abilities, we're going to disengage.
An enemy has been slain.
Set is nearby. Still being very aggressive on their blue buff because my feelings were hurt earlier. We're going to go ahead and take this tier 2 structure and right, and our team is just grouping really well. Heim is on our left Phoenix, but Loki's going back. Oleron uses his ultimate, so we can totally siege this Phoenix right here. Not a whole lot that they're going to be able to do. We use our 2 onto the Set. Raw's able to get the hit. We use our 1. We're going to use our ultimate, get the knockup, and then the arrow. Golan is able to dash out. Cthulhu wasn't his ultimate, so there was no point in trying to knock him up. So right now, when we're attacking the tower or the Titan, they have some towers still up. So each defensive structure that is still up is going to give the Titan more health and protection. Because they have a mid Phoenix, left Phoenix, and a mid and left tier 2 tower, this Titan is pretty tanky. If we were to take out the 2 towers, the Titan would lose a decent amount of protections. We have a pretty penny in the pocket. We are going to want to back and buy in just a second. We're going to go ahead and strip away the enemy camps as we're peeling back as a team. I think we can just take this, and I think Raw's going to come in and assist.
Nice job.
Set is moving up mid. We're going to go ahead and fall back because the minions are here. We use our 3 onto the Set. We get him with the 2 both times. Top is here. We use our 1 to get a little bit of damage off onto him. We're going to go ahead and ult this set, try to save our Horus.
They were warned.
And Horus is able to get the pick. Gold Fury is open. I don't even think anybody on our... Oh, I guess Overextending called it. I was going to say, I don't think anyone called it out. Our team was all on the same page, but somebody just called it. Horus is ulting, so everyone just kind of stands on here.
Okay.
And then we just immediately crash down onto the top right after getting the Gold Fury. Pretty nasty play, if you ask me.
Haven't you?
The top goes down, that's a pretty large pick. Colin is nearby. We're finding situations where it's just an individual on the enemy team while it's all 5 of us grouped together. So we're just going to be super aggressive and push them out of the tower. We're going to go ahead and keep taking the shot for our team. Now it is time to siege Phoenix. Same strategy, we're just going to run in there, go straight for those squishy characters, try to do some damage onto them. We are taking some return damage, so we're going to step outside of the Phoenix. We try to get our 2 off onto the set, we only connect once, unfortunately. We get knocked up. And we get him with the ultimate. We take a power shot or 2. Oh no.
An enemy has been slain.
150 health, which is more than it looks like.
My defense.
Our team is able to clean up, so it looks like we're going to be able to get to the left Phoenix right here. Nope. They have a tower still. Love whenever it's this embarrassing. Loki has to use his Aegis, goes down to the tower, top gets the kill. Beautiful teamwork, but that was a big move by multiple people on my team. We have a fat penny in the pocket, so we definitely need to back and buy. So with Mulan, I feel like the general strategy is to use your 2, and then your 1, or your 1, then your 2. And then you kind of use your 3 to either engage onto a target, or to disengage by dashing through a wall. Her ultimate is great whenever the enemy team is grouped together. You can dash through, root, and knock up all of them with some follow-up damage. Mulan also has some CC immunity in her kit. So I guess it's this is a weird example, but if Mulan were to dash forward, hit an enemy, and be standing still, she's CC immune. So if Heim were to try to ult her while she was standing still, he wouldn't be able to because she's CC immune. I think he's really the only character that has a CC in his ultimate that would affect us. I guess the Cthulhu knockup, if we were to ult, we wouldn't be knocked up by that. Fire Giant is open. It looks like that is the call from the team. Since we're solo, we're going to go ahead and start it. Set is in the right lane, but it looks like this is going to be a free Fire Giant. After fire, it is pyro time.
Retreat! Group up!
Team back, and then a team push.
Okay.
I can learn how to use this.
So we are following the horse. Looks like we might just be doing a march up left lane. So why are we attacking the left lane instead of the right lane? If you can get the Phoenix on the opposite side of the Fire Giant down, that actually opens up the map and is the favorable Phoenix to get down. If you can have a Fire Minion wave pushing up the opposite wave of, or opposite side of the map of Fire Giant, then that's probably going to force an enemy to go left. So that means it's going to be a 4v5 on the right side of the map while they have 1 defending the left Phoenix. So that allows you to potentially get Fire Giant or have an advantage while going after Fire Giant. Here comes the horse ult. Everyone's in here. 5-man grouping. We're gonna go ahead and ult. We get one. We're gonna get the knock up on the top that cancels him out of his ultimate. Loki ults onto him.
An enemy has
Top
been
goes
slain.
down.
Carving through snow.
They were
Fallen is here. We're gonna also do some damage to the Titan. 3-6 is Cthulhu. Middle Phoenix is up. We're able to get the Middle Phoenix down.
Team has destroyed a middle enemy team.
Our target is behind. We miss our 3. Looks like it's time to focus the Titan, and that is gonna be it. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out some other videos and subscribe for more content. Stats for this game will be posted in just a second. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.